Health begins in the spirit and the mind. Take time to love you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Jackie.
And Coach Patrick.
And you're listening to Jackie and Coach Patrick podcast this morning.
This is Help Matters, right?
Yep, Help Matters. This is Help Matters, guys, podcast, live podcast this morning, guys. And we just want to thank you for tuning in this morning with us. And August is the wellness month.
Yes,
It's wellness month, wellness and wellness month. And we've been talking about wellness. We've been talking about your journey to wellness, and then we've been talking about the different dimensions of wellness. But we're going to continue that conversation with Dr. Dan this morning as well. And he got some more information. And he always come and bring a wealth of knowledge to us. And so, guys, I tell you, you want to tune in into this conversation, God, and just listen in, because you don't ever get enough information.
Not on wellness.
Not when it pertains to your health and wellness, and especially these days today, guys.
Most definitely. So listen, happy birthday, happy anniversary to everyone that's celebrating a birthday and an anniversary in this great month of August. We like to acknowledge our sponsors, Dr. Dan, Aiken Chiropractic. When your spine is aligned, your body is too. Aiken Chiropractic is located at 425 Lawrence Street, Northwest in Aiken, South Carolina. Their number is 803-641-9191, and their website is www.aikenchiropractic.com. If you would love to be a sponsor, a partner, or a friend of this broadcast, you can call 706-592-8862 so you can help us do what we do on a daily basis. Glory, glory, glory. Jackie, this is a day the Lord has made.
And we're going to rejoice and be glad in it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into topic and get right on with Dr. Dan. We're going to bring him on the stage and go right into this subject of talking about wellness, because I know he wants to get this information out to you, right?
Oh, yes.
So welcome, Dr. Dan. How you doing?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Everybody's good.
You're doing great.
Look like you're doing good. Got your shades on, hanging out. What you got? You kind of freezing, stuck on us a little bit. All right, you kind of stuck on us, Doc. So as soon as you find a good spot, you might need to stay there.
Yeah. And so, guys,
there we go. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Yeah, when you find a good spot, just stay there, because when you're moving,
I have to stay, I guess.
All right,
I'm not home. I'm not at the house. I'm not in the office this morning, and I'm working on my wellness. So we should all work on our well-being, and I'm doing it today. So I'm actually right now in Augusta with some friends, and we had the putt-putt miniature golf.
Oh.
And so we come here and do it. My son is here from Clemson, and so he loves that putt-putt, and we go, and there's basically 4 or 5 of us, and we play like competitively. And so I didn't do too good this time, but I did get a hole in one, so I did do something.
So is it just the guys, or is it the guys and the gals?
It's another couple with us, husband and wife, and me and my son. I'm not at the house because we are doing some work at the house, and it's pretty loud and dusty, and we're updating, certain things in the house, so I just couldn't really be there. But but it's gorgeous, so might as well go outside and enjoy and make yourself feel good,
Right.
And
quality time with family and friends.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I was going to talk today about 7 type of wellness that we need to do or take care of ourselves, and we'll discuss them a little bit. but I'm doing some of those right now.
Yeah, the
So
physical part.
yeah, the
Social
physical
first
part.
and
Yeah,
the social part. Yeah, the
yeah.
social and the physical.
Yeah, so let's do physical first because it's important to move and it's important to stay physically active every day. And I am doing my part, and I do actually record how many steps I have every day. And the goal should be around 10,000. For most people. So you should be recording that. If you don't know, if you're getting it, there's certain smart watches. Hold on just a second. I gotta open the door for somebody. There you go. And and they have the smartwatches where you can record how many steps you take. And my old Samsung finally gave up a ghost, and I got a new one, and it does the same thing. And the screen is big; I can read it. And I kid you not, I mean, it looks like an Apple iWatch, and I bought it on Amazon, and people think it's an Apple watch, but it's not. But it looks just like it, and it
Right.
does everything. And it was only $25.
Look
So
at that.
I
Wow.
I
Hey,
wanna yeah, I wanna
it's
tell people,
good.
don't think you gotta spend, $5 on this watch. 25 bucks, and it's great. It works great, it
Yeah.
looks good, and it measures your blood pressure and even your oxygen intake and your steps and everything. It's incredible. I mean, I can't believe that's 25 bucks. But hey, Amazon is your friend, I guess. So I record that. It's important to record that for yourself. So physical stuff is important every day. I think last time we talked about the book from Dr. Eric Topol,
Yes, we did.
and he wrote a book called The Super Agers. And the
Yes.
number one thing he talks about that's important is to physically move and do that physical wellness. And really walking is great. Walking does a lot of health benefits. So I think that's something that people need to consider doing. But
Right.
we'll talk about it some more. But physical wellness is one of those seven. Second one is the emotional. Okay, uh, you gotta have emotional health. I mean, if you are emotionally distressed, you're just not healthy. You're stressing your nervous system.
Hmm.
You're raising your blood pressure. Your body's going to change the way it does metabolism. No, don't do that. Be emotionally fit, and if there's any issues, seek help, talk to somebody, and get that resolved.
Most
And I
definitely.
would say be very careful in a way who you're around. Sometimes some people, maybe your relatives or people sometimes they're very negative. And
Hmm.
I learned a long time ago, some of these people they're negative. They don't really want you to solve their problem. They just want to make you negative too.
Right.
Uh, Stay away from those people. If they make you miserable, stay away from them. That's part of your emotional health. And it's good to have partners. It's good to have people you hang out, people you like, people you love being with, and just like I'm doing here today. Please, enjoy emotional health. You need to have that figured out.
Right.
The next one would be intellectual health. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Okay, you're good now. Yeah, you popped out there for a minute. Yeah, you're still out.
I'm not moving. I'm standing in one spot. All right, we'll stay
Okay.
right there.
There you go. You're there.
Um, you got to be intellectually motivated. You got to like what you do, and that has to do with the kind of career that you have and the job you do. Please have some intellectual motivation.
Hmm.
If you are retired, find some intellectual activity that you like to do. I don't know, is it a puzzle or solving problems or just joining a club and talking to people? But do something that raises your intellectual wellness higher, which is really important. So
Right.
that's three so far out of seven. The
Right.
fourth one is going to be social. We already mentioned that we are social beings and we need to be social. I mean, so pick up some good friends, family, whoever you like, and do activities together. I've been blessed. I mean, I've been with my wife 32 years now, and
Praise God.
yeah, and she still hasn't figured out how to kill me and get away with it.
You get a hand clap for that.
No, she's a great person. We get along just fine. We do trips together. Last weekend was her birthday, and so I took her up to the mountains. We went whitewater rafting. And if you've
Wow.
never done whitewater rafting, you got to try it once. It wasn't dangerous. It was actually quite nice and easy. But why not do stuff like that that you normally don't do? It's a fun thing to do. So
You
challenge
know,
yourself.
Dr. Dan, that social wellness was greatly impacted by COVID. I tell you, we
Oh
really,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I think that's
being,
why so many people got divorced because they realized they don't like being next to each other.
yeah. But then, you couldn't really socialize with a lot of people because of, having to be
Yeah,
quarantined and all
that's
of those
right.
things.
And
So,
honestly, the social media is not enough. You got to be in person. You got to
yeah,
be face
person to
to face.
person. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's really
Makes a
what you
big
got to do.
difference.
It makes
Yeah,
a huge
interact.
difference.
Human connection,
Right,
interaction.
right.
Absolutely. And then the next one I want to mention, the next one down the line is spiritual wellness. And,
Hmm.
like it or not, we need that. We need some spiritual, guidance, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter really what your religion is, but, that's something we're deep beings. We need to, have a deeper understanding of life. And, you don't have all the answers from the science. So, we got to do that spiritual thing. I think that's important part of being healthy.
Hmm.
And if somebody doesn't have that figured out, they're going to be outcast or they're going to have issues. I would say this though: some of the patients that I see are not, religious. They could be, atheist in a way, but they still need spiritual wellness. I mean, they might have to find like people and discuss these topics and whatever makes sense to them. I'm not judging anybody. I was raised a certain way, and
Hmm.
I see the world a certain way because I was raised that way. But
Hmm.
other people are not. So you gotta consider that as well. So
Right. And
just
like
go
you said,
ahead and
it's a person to matter
a
involving,
personal matter.
values, beliefs, it provide purpose in your life also.
It provides purpose in life, and you need to really have that spiritual thing, figure out and do what you need in order to be healthy for that. The
Absolutely.
next one down, this is the sixth one, occupational wellness. Of course, that's for your occupation. And it's a really sad statistic I read somewhere that over 80% of Americans don't actually like their jobs. They don't like what they do.
You're stuck, Doctor Dan. Stay with us, listening audience. Dr. Dan is having some
Just
audio
let it froze. He'll
issues.
be back, guys.
Is it
So he's
better?
on
I don't know what happened.
location
I
now.
wasn't.
So,
I wasn't moving, but I
hey,
went inside of the building. It's a little
All
louder
right.
in here, but we got the Wi-Fi in
Hey,
here, so
we getting
maybe
through
the
this.
yeah,
Yes.
maybe
we know
Wi-Fi
that
went
you're
out.
live on you're live
Yeah,
on location, so it's
yeah.
different.
So I was gonna say over 80% of Americans are not happy with their job. They just do it because they need money. I
Mhm.
see it with my patients because some of them retire. They can't wait to retire, and then they do something else. They get another job.
Mhm.
I feel fortunate because I really enjoy what I do. I don't want to do anything else. I like what I do, and I'm going to do it until I really retire. To me, retirement is you don't work anymore. That to me is retire. When they say I retire, but then you get another job, well, you just change jobs. But
You know
you
what,
know,
Doctor Dan, with occupational wellness too, it's so important that you find that
yeah,
work and
yes, yes,
balance, that
yeah.
balance, from work and home and things like that.
Yep, and that's why I'm doing this today. That's why I'm enjoying myself. And I was going to say, I didn't do this. This wasn't my first career. I was a food scientist or engineer of food technology, and I did good in that. But I didn't like it. I didn't like having an office and a desk and a computer and sitting in a corporate job. That was not me. I like to move and meet people and do physical things. And so, I went back to school because I felt very strongly I should do something else. And I found out about chiropractic. I'm like, well, that's really what I want to do, and I'm happy doing this. I just want to do this
Awesome.
until I'm done. But if you're not happy in your job, there's a million jobs out there. Change it or even go back to school and change your career. But people do it all the time.
Right.
If you're not happy, change it. That's part of the occupational wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, but not the least, and then we're going to mention all seven just to make sure. But the last one is called environmental wellness. And
Yes.
sometimes that's not really under our control. It depends on where you live. I
Right.
kind of like where we live. I think the CSR area is nice. Aiken is very nice. Lots of trees, lots of parks. I think the weather's okay. Yeah, it gets a little hot, but for the most part, it's very, very nice here. And so I enjoy it here. I also like location that I can go and go to the beach or go to the mountains. It's kind of in between. So I like my environment, but you gotta like it. If you don't like living where you are, you gotta change it,
And we all have
So
a part to play. Like you say, we don't have much control over it, but we can,
yeah,
recycle, conserve energy,
yeah.
create healthy things around your living area, around your environment.
Exactly. Exactly.
Free
Do
from
a little
toxins
part,
and
of course. Do your little part. Do what you got to do, and be
right.
happy. And I moved here. I mean, I used to live in New York, New Jersey, and I came down south. Like, man, this is nice. So I'm never gonna live up there again. I mean, I can go visit, but I have no aspirations to live there anymore. So
Well,
I found my environment. I'm really happy around here. So
awesome.
That's
that's
good.
seven. Yeah, so let's just recap real quick. So the seven type of wellness is physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, occupational, and environmental. So those are the seven, and that's not me making it up. That's science. That's what they teach. So, but we'll cut it a little short so I can spend a little more time with my friends.
Most
But
That's
definitely.
okay. I love it.
yeah,
You came live.
Yeah.
It's
No,
yeah,
just real. I love
yeah.
it. It's authentic, and that's what it's
yeah,
about. And that's I love
yeah,
it. And I'm glad you did that. That's so
yeah,
awesome. I love it. It's
Just off,
different.
just
It's
off the
good.
cuff.
Yeah, just off
yeah.
the cuff.
Yeah.
But you have a great time. Tell your wife I
Thank you.
said hello. You guys
Yeah.
have a great time. Enjoy each other, and that's the important thing that you're doing. And we will talk to you next month.
Absolutely. I'll be ready. Thank you
All
guys.
right.
All
See you
right,
Bye,
Dr.
later.
Dan.
everybody.
All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right,
All
Dr.
right,
Dan.
Dr. Dan. I don't
Live from Putt Putt.
put in Augusta, Georgia. So yeah, he out there having a good time. Dr.
Yeah.
Dan loves stuff like that. And I don't know if y'all didn't
Yeah.
hear him. He was a nutrition scientist. He was
Yes,
a
he
food
was.
scientist.
Hmm.
And so
Knows a
that
lot
was a
about that
career,
area.
know a whole lot about food
Hmm.
and the background of food. So and he educate Patrick and I so much in that area. We learned so much
So
from
much.
him,
That's right.
from him. Of course, we do more research as well,
Hmm.
but yes, we have to, and we're wrapping up the wellness
Month,
month in
August.
August, and we're going into September, guys. Labor Day is coming up, and weather is changing,
Mhm.
and so we don't know what it's gonna look like. So,
Well,
but yes, so we going
long
into the fall, the autumn.
autumn.
You know, so
Fall.
we
Yeah.
had a lot of rain. We
Well,
had a lot
I
of
mean, we
rain.
still got a whole month left. So
Yeah.
because the last day of summer is September 21st.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Kids
kids are
be
back in school.
school.
Seasons are changing. It's getting darker in the mornings now.
Right.
So, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I want to again apologize for some of the audio troubles that we had, but we were on. But Dr. Dan was coming on live on site there. He's with his family, but he did want to just come on this month. He didn't
Right.
want to miss the month of coming on with you and just sharing some things with you. And as you see, he shared the some seven
Dimensions
dimensions
of
of
wellness.
wellness, and we talked about it extensively last weekend. So you can go back and look at that broadcast from WAEW 94.7 FM from the Help Matters broadcast last weekend. We talked about it extensively. Those seven dimensions of health. They're all important. They all are connected. They all work together.
Interconnected. Yeah.
So and he didn't mention mental wellness, but mental and emotional kind of
Yeah.
runs together.
Yeah.
So
Financial wellness.
those things are very important. Yeah.
They have put that in there as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Some people have 8, 9, but those are the
Some of them have about
main
11
ones.
though.
Yes, so
Just
those are the
depends.
main ones right
Yeah.
there. Financial wellness kind of got in there because it kind of plays a role,
Most
in your
definitely.
life.
Most definitely.
When you don't, have the resources to meet your
Mhm.
needs and take care of things, that can create stress. So
Most definitely.
so they all interconnect,
Mhm.
and work together. So that's the important thing that you have to understand. These things, they work together.
They work together
Yeah,
for
they do.
your
Well,
good.
you're good. We
And that's
just
the
gotta
good thing. So we just came on to be with you briefly.
briefly. Yeah.
Dr. Dan wanted to make sure that he had an opportunity to to talk to the listening audience on Help Matters podcast. You know that Dr. Dan is with us every month, so he didn't want to miss a month. So we got it in.
That's a good thing.
We got it in.
And guys, I just want to mention, guys, if you ever want to be a guest on our podcast, and if anything, with concerning health and wellness, guys, hey, come on, give us a call. That number is 706-592-8862. You can give us a call. We will love to have you on our podcast and just have a conversation about health and wellness, anything that pertains to your health and well-being.
Right. And if you're doing things in the community, know, that is good for people's health. And if you're helping people in the community, those things are good topics for this broadcast.
Yes,
also.
we would love to have you on our podcast.
Yes, sir.
So Coach,
all right. So we just thank you for listening. We know we were brief this morning, but we thank you for listening. We just also want to remind you that we are back on the radio every Saturday at 8 a.m. WAAW 94.7 FM. So make sure you tune in and catch us there. We do, when we're broadcasting live over the radio airways, we do come on Facebook and YouTube. So you can catch us live there every Saturday at 8 a.m.
All right, guys. So we like to thank you guys for listening to Help Matters with us on our podcast this morning, guys. And remember, we're here to help you to become a better you, to be the best you that you can be. And we always like to leave you with 3 John 2, beloved, wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Guys, you have a blessed and wonderful Saturday.
We'll see you.
See you later.
Health is life. Your health matters. You matter. Health begins in the spirit and the mind. Take time to love you. Live well. Be well.
Yeah, let's go.
Health matters to me.
Come on, get up, cause you tune into the station for your morning motivation to get your education for your health and your spiritual needs.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, strong will to empower the people, to promote the peace, though. Positive attitudes, behavior, that's a lifelong dream goals.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, health matters and we're here to help you become a better you, to be the best you, the best version you can be.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, and it's time for this classic, fantastic food for your soul. Here's Jackie and Coach Patrick right here. Let's go.
Health matters to me.